Alright, howdy Jay, howdy and I was lurking here early. We are back with this Ascension 2 Ghost type run in RogueMon Split. We've got our Cofagrigus Nefertiti here, evolved from a Mischievous. We're about to go to Game Corner. We have Remodeler, Special Insight, and Note Taker as our current relics. And this is a pretty good mod, just don't look at the special defense. Here we go. Howdy Dessix. I am very hopeful that we are able to finish this run with a win today. Because tomorrow, the Murph League tourney starts. We'll be playing specific types in Ascension 2 and RogueMon Classic. RogueMon Legacy, whatever you want to call it. One of your five guys? All right. Is this, is this Voltorb Flip? Diamond Pearl Game Corner. No, not Voltorb Flip. Alright. Who do I want to fight first? Probably guy guarding TM. I think it's very unlikely that I override any of my moves, simply because it's so nice to actually have a usable amount of PP. Like I've been thinking before, maybe I would take Calm Mind over Matcha Gotcha. This is one of the options at for the TM we could get, I think. From the department store that we just decided to skip. Howdy Midge, welcome in. But I feel like having an HP restoring move is much more valuable than having a setup move. Power Trick. Original attack and defense are swapped. Can I swap my original attack and special defense instead? If I could do that, oh boy. Mickleberry. What does this do? Oh, I turned this off, this option that shows item descriptions off because it was showing the gym TM before I wanted it to. And that didn't fix the problem. Picking up items is a little bit risky right now because we're at full HP and we're within our max HP of our HP cap. There's really also not much point in us picking items because we're not in too much trouble at the moment. Smart Strike, Steel type, normal, I mean not normal, physical. Not really interested in that. Think of the Gonk Dessix. And I wish I had Maya's Touch. Maya's Touch would be great. Because I feel like I'm going to be throwing away a lot of heals in this run, given that I have an HP restoring move. Or, like, Cooler Bag. Cooler Bag is what I really wanted to get from Erika. But no such luck. Alright, we're just gonna start with the mandatory trainers first. Triple arrow is a really good move. I don't have any fighting moves. I mean, I would be willing to take one physical move if I happened to get a Hell TM prize. I might consider that. Non-contact, chance to flinch, chance to lower defense. This is a jam. Satisfier 2? No. Not until this run is over. One way or another. Plus, you should get back to work. Surprised this EV lit. I'm gonna mark that high special defense. Mitch could be watching and working, this is true. But could he be watching, working, and playing Satisfier 2 at the same time? Yes. I believe in Mitch. I believe in Mitch's ability to not task. Thought he'd be happy to stay here with me a little bit, but it seems like he wants to spend his time in the living room again. Be right back. All right. I can drink this. Supreme Overlord. Don't want to see that coming out last. A long trainer. That raises which stats? Attack and special attack by 10% for each main that level. I mean, 50% increases to attack and special attack, that's like, you know, if it had one set. That's really not that big of a deal. Technician or Ranger? Man, if we had Technician, we'd be a little bit better, but I think I like Community a bit more. Just not having to worry about poison type, or not poison type moves, but poison status. Alright, here's Geo. Which one is this? I'm trying to remember which theme this is. Often watch 2 streams play games and works all simultaneously. Do I do all of them well? Legally, I answer yes. Okay, fair enough. We know this has no special defense. Or at least we think this has no special defense. Holds up. Mycelium Might King Gambit. This resists everything except for Shockwave. It is also going to go last because of Mycelium Might. Oh, hey, Shockwave right back. That's scary because I have no special defense. Okay. I'll say, like, equal special attack. I'm not going to do an actual calc on it. I probably should, though. 44 damage from level 34. Hold on, let's actually calc this. So I have 39 special defense. So 34, using a 60 power special move, did 44 damage. I'll say that's about equal. It's equal to high, I would say. It's in that mid-range. High storm. I'll mark it high just to be on the safe side. Not that there's much I can do about it. Camerupt, we're gonna just try and drink this. I don't know what ability it has, so this could be dangerous. I no longer feel in danger. That's a far-fetched. I don't necessarily want to use a, I don't necessarily want to use Machagacha here, but it is quad effective. I'm just going to go for it. Wild Privilege to Chatty to catch it. I'll throw a ball. Pretty sure I have plenty of these already, but... I also have 100 Ultra Balls usually, or I buy them hundreds at a time. Alright, now we go for the full clear. And so I think after this fight, I'm gonna turn on my playlist. Down to 12 chatters. We can snarl. That's a Manaphy in chat? Not sure I buy it. Couldn't be able to be a little bit more liberal with my use of Matcha Gacha? So close to that next level up. We surely can't hit level 62 here. I can fight you, no problem. I probably shouldn't, though, because you're going to have a bunch of Pokemon, and that means I'm going to be using a lot of PP here, and I'm going to get over my level 59 target by quite a bit. Asked for a drawing of Manaphy. You asked for a drawing of Manaphy from memory in 10 minutes years ago, and that's what you got. Drawing of Frizz, because they had no idea what that would look like. We actually won't overshoot our target by that much. Alright, there's 59. And a tiny bit over, that's fine. But do I want to pick up items? I feel like, okay, with 10 Pokemon left, I don't think we hit level. Did we hit level 60? We need 10,000 XP. We're not getting 1,000 on average from the next 10 Pokemon, so we'll pick up items. Does it happen for you guys that same way for drawing of a Vestelgor in 10 minutes? I mean, that's not too terrible. It does kind of look like a Mind Flayer. Eviolite could be pretty cool on like a Scyther run or something. A Mon that has a decent chance to not gain BST on Evo. They said because it's Accelgorates because of the horn. Wait, I got this one. What have I ever gotten then? Energy Root. That's going to take me over my HP cap by quite a bit. I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to keep my smaller heals. Relic Gold. Where's my rare candy? Electric Gem. No, I'm going to keep the Pitaya Berry. Because this raises my special attack in a pinch. Which I could definitely use to boost the power of Matcha Gacha. Did I not get these yet? Okay, that's what it is. Where's this guy? This guy, then. Third floor. Okay. So, down here. It's the guy who is right there. Damn, are y'all able to hear the lawnmower or leaf blower, whatever's going on out there? sorry about that if you are. I guess that's a leaf blower. Yeah, definitely a leaf blower. I feel like those gas leaf blowers, they're just too damn loud. We have an electric one, and at least it's not as loud. It's still pretty loud, though. I gotta listen to my stream. Next time that gets close enough to show up on my OBS. Doesn't sound like it's hitting the threshold. If it is, I'm sorry about that. I can at this point just use Majagacha pretty freely. I don't feel like I'm gonna need to worry about using it to get back HP when we're dealing with Pokemon that are 30 level lower than us. I'm not too afraid. Alright. So, that's the easy section of the game done, I would say. In Pokemon Tower and beyond, that's where we're going to start seeing very consistently fully evolved Pokemon, and then at Cycling Road and Beyond, legendary Pokemon and Mega Evolutions. And that's where it's going to start getting very scary when we're not one-shotting Pokemon. Let's go ahead and grab Fly real quick, and then we'll head on over to our next cursed segment in Pokemon Tower. Here we go. Curse of Decay. When you use a move, -1 EV and attacking stat. That's really annoying at this point in the game. But at least it's in a segment with very few Pokemon to fight. So we shouldn't be using that much PP in here. Or not PP, but so much as moves. I guess the same thing, really. So I think this isn't going to hurt us too much, but it is going to be annoying. And so I don't want to use moves more than once. So I'm using the biggest moves I can. Whatever the strongest move is, that's what I'm using. Chan lives, please just hit yourself. Dream Eater. Not risking a Volt Absorb, just going for Chatter again. Really annoyed that it lived that. I expect this Mega Mawile to live, and it doesn't, so I'm marking that low special defense, low HP. Annoying having to use a move to deal with the ghost. Shadow Sneak is fine. It's a physical move. I'm not worried about physical moves. I'm worried about special moves. Again, annoying that it lives. Hit yourself. Thank you. Oh, but you didn't do enough damage to yourself, so still had to use another move and lose another PP. Tentacruel has bad dreams, so let's not go to sleep, you know? This is gonna raise special attack if I lower its... No, it's gonna raise its attack if I lower its stats. But I was hopeful that I would just one-shot it, and I did. Punk Rock, so you were immune to Chatter and Snarl. We're going to go for Shockwave then. Punk Rock includes the effects of Soundproof. Wild Smeargle and Jive wants to catch it. Okay, mandatory trainers are down. Next up, I'm going to fight trainers who potentially block items. You have color change. We're going to start with Chatter. In case you live, we'll go... You don't live. That's fine. Too upbeat. Well, not too upbeat, but too happy. Let's get a more spooky song, like Luigi's Mansion. Also, too many words. I don't love... I gotta remove the songs with words from my playlist. The words always distract me. But they're also so good. It's a tough choice. Does that get me to 61? It does. All right. We'll pick up some items now. Ground Gym, toss that. Macho Brace, don't need that. Fairy Gym, toss that. Ether. Pretty good. Good to get PP heals. Making it more likely for us to full clear Silph-Go. Ooh. Enigma Berry. When you take super effect damage, consume the item to heal 1/4 of its max HP. I still think I'd rather keep on the Pitaya Berry. Because if I get low HP, raising my special attack is the best way for me to get my HP back. No rare candies. Let's go for the rest of the trainers. Why was it? Oh, you're 480 BSC, I'm only 483. I was wondering why it didn't show me the ability. Yeah, this mon does have high special defense, doesn't it? Monkey Dory is biting poison or psychic poison? Psychic poison. Okay, so we're going for Snarl. It's Okie Dokie that's fighting poison. And then Pheasantipity is berry poison. Curious Medicine. Scares medicine from a shield which removes stat changes from allies. Okay. Not something that matters in RogueMon. Until we get RogueMon split doubles. I think RogueMon split doubles is going to be very interesting because of how many abilities and moves are geared toward doubles. Two trainers left. I don't think that's going to get us to... Definitely not going to get us to level 62, unfortunately. Unless there's like a Blissey or something here. Or Mega Audino. Bombardier doesn't get us there. Pretty sure. Just short again. But we've been full clearing, which has been great. Having an HP restore move and high PP moves really makes it so much more feasible to full clear everything. And so we're getting a lot more XP that I think is going to give us a much better chance of actually pulling it off here. Alright, on to Cycling Road. So we will start seeing level 41 and up, or level 40 and up, which means potential legendary Pokemon. Level 62 move is... This is our last level up move. Poison Fang. Not gonna take Poison Fang. Yeah, immediately 570 BSC Pokemon. I know Matcha Gotcha killed this at 32. Shockwave gets it at 39. Okay. Ice Scales. What does that do? Have damage taken from special moves. Oh. We're going for the Matcha Gotcha then. We're going big. It's a really strong ability. Basically doubling your special defense. That's something we could use. Well-Baked Body means you're immune to fire moves. Just go with the Matcha Gotcha. It's a legendary Pokemon. Go for the strong move. Does it also make you immune to burn? No. You can still burn bread. Toxic Chain means you have a chance to poison me when you make contact, but I also have immunity, so I don't have to worry about poison at all. Archie ups with pressure. A little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Probably still, yeah, one shot it with Shockwave, so no big deal there. Ice Body, I believe, raises... No, it heals in the snow. Okay. Snow and hail. Gonna have to mark that Miltank. Oops. Equal special defense, but they don't one-shot it. So realized my... There we go. That's more how this is typically oriented. Hydration Cloister, that just cures status elements in the rain. Or prevents status elements in the rain. Cures in the rain. Okay. Transistor. This increases the power of electric type moves. Okay. I was worried that was going to be something that makes it immune to electric type moves. In which case, I guess I could have just used Matcha Gotcha or Snarl. I have a lot of ways to deal with Slowbro. Aroma Veil, what does that do exactly? Prevents limiting of moves. So, for instance, if I had... I think if I had... I don't know exactly how that would work. But like a Pokemon that has, for instance, Psychic Terrain, would still be able to use priority moves on the Psychic Terrain. I think that's how it would work. I hope this one-shots because this thing is lowering my special defense, and I can't afford to get much lower. Really, I can't afford my special defense to be as low as it is. +0. You get so many +0s on these special defense, on these level ups. That is a Groudon with Mummy. Just gonna go for my big move. He's gonna one-shot, right? Yes. Okay. I did mark this high special defense. One-shot out of here, though. Actually, I must have marked whatever it evolved from as high special defense. Electric Surge, that increases the power of my electric moves. Problem Pokemon. Go for the Snarl, lower its special attack, in case it survives. Yeah, use Spirit Shackle last time, too. Don't know the ability on the Wug Trio, so it could potentially have Liquid Ooze. But it doesn't. I think we can get to 65 here. I mean, I know we can. There's so many Pokemon on Cycling Road and routes 18 and 19. I mean, we might be able to hit 66. I think that's very possible. I maybe could have gone for the Shockwave there. This is one of the lower BST mons we're going to see. Wild Iron Shreds and Jack wants to catch it. Big Pokemon there. There's 65. Wait until 66 to pick a vibes, I think. I'm starting to get a little bit greedy with my PP. There's 7 more Pokemon on Cycling Road. I think we can handle that just fine. And that also might give me a 66. They're going to be fairly high XP yield Pokemon. Oh, wow. This could hurt. No, you have bad special attack, but you do have very good special defense. Hey, congrats on that catch me. Ooh, okay, Raticate has high enough special defense that I should be using actual moves on it. Since it's raining out there, you hear a little bit of thunder. I should probably save regularly then. This could hurt. Ouch, that does hurt. I correctly predicted that it could hurt. Alright, last trainer on this segment. Or not this segment, this route. There are 2 more routes on the segment, though. I'm gonna go with the Snarl because I don't think I one-shot this. I might have one-shot it with Shockwave. There's a chance, but I would say not a very good chance. All right, I do want to get to 66. We're gonna fight another trainer, one of the Bird Keepers. You have a few. You have a few. I think you have like 2. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to Machagacha this. I meant to Shockwave. Now you've got light screen up. This is potentially disastrous. A disastrous misinput there. I'm gonna try and lower this. Okay, you're using physical moves, that's fine. Is that hail? One moment. That sounds like hail.